Will the crypto bull market continue in 2025? Or have we already seen the peak? And which cryptocurrencies are set to outperform this year? If you're wondering, you're not alone. Top firms in both traditional finance and crypto have published their 2025 crypto forecasts in recent weeks. In this video, we've analyzed several of these reports and selected the most important takeaways for you. Before we start, remember, this video is for educational purposes and does not constitute financial advice. Predictions are speculative and even the most reputable firms can be wrong. Always do your own research before making any investment decisions. Most analysts predict the macroeconomic landscape should provide a favorable environment for crypto prices in 2025. A major driving force is M2, or global liquidity, which is expected to keep rising and drive capital into risk-on assets like crypto. Another game changer is, of course, the Donald Trump factor. Experts at Saxo Bank predict Trump's protectionist policies will accelerate the decline of the US dollar as a currency used for global trade. As a result, countries might explore digital currencies as an alternative. That would make the value of the crypto market explode, potentially reaching $10 trillion in 2025. Bitwise predicts that more countries will add Bitcoin to their national reserves, with state-held Bitcoin expected to double this year. Fidelity analysts take it a step further. They point out that given the threats of currency debasement and inflation, not adopting Bitcoin could pose a greater risk to these nations' economies than including it in their reserves. When it comes to regulation, major changes are anticipated in the US. Former SEC chairman Gary Gensler stepped down after Trump's inauguration. That should put an end on the SEC's regulation by enforcement approach, which has been detrimental for crypto in the US. Paul Atkins, a known crypto supporter, has taken over the SEC. Van Eck suggests that could pave the way for the approvals of more crypto ETFs. Polymarket estimates almost a 90% chance that a Solana ETF will be approved in 2025. XRP could also be a potential candidate for an ETF, as its long legal battle with the SEC is likely to end in the cryptocurrency's favor. By the way, if you're enjoying this video, don't forget to hit that like button and the notification bell to stay updated with the latest in crypto. Now let's talk about Bitcoin. Price predictions for BTC in 2025 vary from 180,000 according to Van Eck to 200,000 from Bitwise. The key driver of this appreciation are primarily the Bitcoin ETFs approved a year ago in the US, which have been a huge success. By the end of 2024, 5% of Bitcoin's total supply was locked up in ETFs. November in particular saw record-breaking inflows. BlackRock's Bitcoin ETF even surpassed their gold ETF in assets, reinforcing Bitcoin's digital gold narrative. Bitwise analysts expect ETF inflows to surpass $33 billion this year, as more institutional players like Morgan Stanley and Merrill Lynch begin to adopt Bitcoin ETFs. Beyond ETFs, a major bullish catalyst for Bitcoin would certainly be if the US government were to establish a national Bitcoin reserve. If that happens, analysts predict Bitcoin could surge past $500,000. Polymarket estimates a 56% chance that this will occur in 2025. Ethereum faced a tough 2024, with its value relative to Bitcoin steadily dropping, but 2025 could be its comeback year. Bitwise analysts predict ETH will rally, driven by the growth of Layer 2 scaling solutions. Price predictions range from $6,000 according to Van Eck to $7,000 according to Bitwise. According to CoinShares, one of the best performing Layer 2s will be Base, which is expected to grow exponentially, driven by Coinbase's large amount of users. Now, what about Solana, Ethereum's main competitor? While the so-called Ethereum killer has attracted attention from retail investors, Ethereum still leads in institutional use cases, including stablecoins and real-world asset tokenization. As Fidelity points out, Solana may have a higher short-term potential due to the strong narrative surrounding it. However, Ethereum's fundamentals remain stronger, particularly in terms of developer activity, total value locked, and stablecoin supply, making it the preferred choice for long-term investors. Ethereum could see further upside if an ETF with staking features is approved, allowing investors to earn yields and making Ethereum ETFs even more attractive. The tokenization of real-world assets is another exciting trend on the horizon. Blockchain technology is turning traditional assets like real estate, stocks, and commodities into digital tokens. This makes it easier to buy, sell, and trade fractions of these assets, boosting liquidity and accessibility. Currently, this market is valued at around $13 billion, a significant jump from just $2 billion 2 years ago. Bitwise predicts this market will continue its growth potentially reaching 50 billion by 2025. So far, the most successful use case for real-world asset tokenization has been stablecoins, traditional currencies brought on-chain. Andreessen Horowitz predicts that stablecoins will see growing adoption among small to mid-sized businesses. Their low fees and efficiency make them perfect for everyday transactions at restaurants, coffee shops, and retail stores. Van Eck agrees, suggesting that stablecoins will serve as a Trojan horse to drive broader crypto adoption. Bitwise forecasts that US legislation will clarify stablecoin regulations and reserve requirements, which should drive the stablecoin market to double, reaching $400 billion. According to Pantera Capital, the rise of stablecoins could reinforce the global dominance of the US dollar, reversing the de-dollarization trend we mentioned earlier. This is because the stablecoin market is dominated by US-denominated stablecoins, which make the dollar more accessible and efficient for cross-border transactions. Finally, as we enter a bullish 2025, it's important not to get caught up in the hype. Be sure to have a clear exit strategy for your crypto investments. That means preparing for when the market turns bearish again. Van Eck suggests watching for a few key indicators. First, declining Bitcoin dominance. If Bitcoin dominance over altcoins falls below 40%, it could signal that the market is entering a speculative frenzy, suggesting that a reversal is imminent. Second, the market value to realized value ratio. This ratio compares a cryptocurrency's current market price to the average price paid by investors. If Bitcoin's MVRV ratio exceeds 5, it indicates the market may be overvalued and could be heading for a correction. Finally, if people around you who've never been involved in crypto begin discussing crypto investments, it may signal the market is nearing its peak, potentially a good time to consider exiting. That's it for today. What do you think of these predictions? Do you agree, or do you have your own bold forecasts for 2025? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'm Giovanni, see you in the next video.